All I know is that League of Legends, they're taking away those free boxes you get for getting the S rank when you play games. Okay. So I don't know, like, I'm assuming it's because they don't want people to get free skins anymore, but I want to see what their excuse for it is.
All right,
if they just came out and literally said, y'all are getting too many free skins off this, I would accept that offer. I would actually accept that.
It's here to stay. We're not getting rid of it, so just release your Hextech memes. So, let's just say that this is quite an eventful week, isn't it?
Okay.
We finally got the dev update after a week of every comment of every league, anything being spammed with Hextech chest memes. So, of course...
Wait, what is the Hextech chest memes?
Anything being
Guys, I'm sorry, I haven't played in a while, so I don't... Perhaps it's time for the return. Oh, did they take away Hextech checks for a little bit?
Hextech chest memes.
I already have 5 trophies and we have 0 chests, so help Jim back to counting 4 chests per month like we did before when we won 1 chest per week. I'm not gonna lie.
So, of course, we
I don't know
all
what that means.
expected Riot to back away, only for them to... double down. Now, normally, this would be damaging on its own.
Okay.
But these news just spread around and they started hitting the audience outside of just League of Legends.
Okay.
So now everyone knows that League is just screwed with the free-to-play formula. And so...
Wait, what? League of Legends has always been free to play. They're not... What? Hey, dude, I'm not gonna lie, guys. They're talking about skins. Like, come on, bro. Like free. It's free to play. Like the game, it's cosmetics. Cosmetics has always always cost money, right?
In the newest dev update, as always, we get Meddler and Pabro popping up to talk about all the news.
Here we go.
And literally, the first thing they mention are Hextech chests.
They're forcing people to get skins. Ain't no way, bro. There's no way. No way.
So it's awesome to see that they are not just ignoring everything that's happening
True.
around them. They know it's a big deal, so it is the first thing they talk about. That's great! What's coming next is not great. They start talking about how League is a free-to-play game.
It is.
And so their primary way of paying the bills is selling skins.
True.
But they are not just paying the League bills, they are also paying for
the other games or the trading card game,
cinematics and events such as Worlds and stuff like that.
Okay,
which could kind of
this is true. Because like the league is obviously their biggest earner, and that's like I'd argue that might be all their revenue is from the skins, and then they have to put on the events themselves. Okay, I think this is true. I mean, they get money back from like advertisements and stuff, but they probably still have to like do a lot of it on their own.
You think that, yeah.
You still reacting? Oh, we are god tier reaction. I'm not gonna lie, this is the last reaction for the end of the stream though.
League is dying.
We'll play games tomorrow. I promise you guys we're gonna play a game tomorrow.
So just to take down that theory, immediately after this, they also confirmed that over the past few years, League actually had a pretty stable player base.
Yeah?
More on that, the cost.
Are they saying that League of Legends no one's playing League anymore? Can we be honest also, like Valorant? I think Valorant's like low-key becoming a dead game. I'm not sure.
Developing League has been
it's not talked about enough. I don't think it's talked about enough.
Stable too. So the issue is not that people are playing League less. That doesn't seem to be the case. Instead, the issue is that, especially recently, League started struggling to generate enough revenue. And I'll be honest, I have no reason.
Is this facts or nah? Is this facts or nah? Valorant was born dead? I know Valorant was mad popular when it first came out, right? But I think as somebody who played a lot of CS, and you know, I play a lot of Riot games, so I'm not biased towards one or the other. Like CS is so simple that it's a lot better in my opinion. I don't think like Valorant, bro. Valorant is a nutcase of a game. There's just too much shit going on. And when I say that, I mean like there's 1,000 smokes. Like there's just too much. There's too much like shit going on. Like I'd rather like they should have focused on gunplay, but I feel like it's not gunplay focused. It's more like a utility focused. And then gunplay.
Not to believe them. Literally everything aligns with this being true. Think of it like this. League has been out for 15 years.
Okay.
And it is a game that is heavily relying on people picking their favorite characters.
True.
So after all of this time, everyone pretty much found their favorite character. And if they were ever gonna spend on cosmetics, they probably already own their favorite skin for their favorite champion.
Yep.
This is simply how character-based multiplayer games work. Sooner or later, people will get comfortable with the cosmetics they own for their favorite characters.
True.
And if not, then
unless
they
like
are
a new one comes out, everyone
waiting for Riot
everyone
to
always wants the new shiny thing, right?
release the perfect skin. The issue is, League has 170 different champions. What are the chances your favorite champion is gonna get a skin in a year, on top of which it has to be a skin that you love?
True! But to be honest, if it's a good skin, like if it's a legendary skin and you main the champion, you're gonna buy it, right? Like the only times you don't buy the champion skins for your character that you like is if like the skin's like a 1350 skin. Or like the cheaper version. You know what I mean? Like 1820 or above, you're probably gonna buy it.
Hate to be the guy to point this out, but this is how these live service games are designed. Their monetization system simply...
I will say, though, I totally agree. I mean, maybe it's because they have so many characters, but they really don't be releasing skins for everybody at an equal rate, right? Like, they release a lot of Lux skins, a lot of Ezreal skins, but they don't release, like, a lot of, like, Mundo skins. They do, like, every once in a while, but, you know, it's like like, some characters have, like, skins that haven't released in, like, 5+ years, right?
Has a gap.
I think Yorick
Sooner
before
or
was
later,
close to
you
be one
were
of them.
gonna hit it. So, what would be the solution to deal with this?
As a free-to-play game, skins are the primary way League pays its bills.
Okay.
Damn it! So yes, Riot doubled down
True.
on Hextech chests not belonging in League anymore. They said that...
But is this really the reason they're losing money? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't think... Does anyone really just play for the Hextech chest? I think so. I feel like there are people who literally play the game just to get the Hextech chest.
Originally, they were used to reward players spending their time in League.
Like, people were just casually playing the game.
But for a while, this worked, and then...
We need another Fox Thought skin. That is... Another Ari skin. Hey... that's why they focus on Ezreal, Lux, Ari. It's because those are the Gooner skins.
People started using Hextech chests as a primary way to acquire skins. And that seems to be the issue.
I don't know if this is true. When I played, and I'm pretty sure this part is still true, you cannot choose the skin you get from the Hextech chest, right? It's all random. I'm pretty sure this is still true. And then if you get lucky, you get like a skin shard that you like. You can like dismantle the other skins and then use that to buy that skin that you want. But you still need to get lucky enough to hit that skin as like a shard, or if you get like a straight up a skin shard where you just unlock the skin automatically, right? So I don't know if you can get the one you want specifically, like ever. Like almost ever. Like you're just pure luck. I'll take the skins out of everyone, and add a battle pass subscription that gives you a random skin just for the season.
Which resulted
you're nuts.
in a lot of players having massive libraries of free skins. Now, to be fair, I do believe this is true.
By the way, I will say I have gotten a lot of skins for free from the skin thing. Thank God. Like I've gotten a lot of skins, but to be honest, I wasn't gonna buy those skins anyways. So like if anything, it just kept me playing the game. But I wasn't gonna like they didn't lose money from me not buying the skins.
Many of
was
us
never
have
gonna.
literally over 100 skins on our account that we got for free. And it is all skins that we don't care about. And that is the catch.
Exactly.
What they are saying is not wrong. But what they fail to see is that getting a skin you like for a champion you play from a Hextech chest
that would be them losing money, because then it's like they pretty much gave you like something that you would have bought. But I feel like, I mean, yeah, that's like that's always gonna be a little bit of their revenue, but like how much of it is that, right?
Also has champion shards and emotes and ward skins.
True.
On top of a lot of
It's so hard to pull a
icons.
skin, and
Well,
especially a skin that you want.
it's
Like
winning
good
a
luck, buddy.
lottery. So
Like,
if you-
brother, I'm not joking. If you were looking for one specific skin and you played for like 3 years straight, I think you're still unlikely to get that specific skin.
look at the
like,
numbers, sure, people are getting a lot of raw value from the Hextech chests.
Yep.
But when you have a look at what people are actually getting, I would not be surprised if Hextech chests shaved like 10% of the value that people would have otherwise purchased. That said, there is something else that Medler mentioned, which not a lot of people talk about.
And an increasing number of players ended up with substantial skin collections for free.
Yep.
This meant that purchasing skins directly didn't make sense anymore to a lot of players, because they were happy just waiting to get something eventually.
What? But they're not getting. Wait, what? Because like those people. I'm going to be honest with you guys, bro. Those people are not buying skins normally. They're not gonna buy the skins. They only you only spend money on the skins that you actually want. And you're not gonna get that shit from the Hextech chest. It's cooked, right? Like it's like 0%. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're not losing a lot of money on this at all. Like, are you losing money? Yeah. Okay. I think statistically, yes, you are losing money. But are you really losing money if like? Because like you need to think about the money that they saved, because it retains the player base. So there are some people who will literally like they'll keep playing because they have a big skin collection now, and then they get free skins every week, right? So they'll keep playing, and because of that, they might end up just spending money because they're actually still playing the game. But you know who's not gonna buy a skin? people who are not playing the game.
This is interesting because psychologically, this makes sense. It is a known fact that in the world of microtransaction, all you need to do is to make the person pay once and make them invested in your product.
Oh, and then they'll be more likely to keep doing it.
Spending in your game.
Okay, true.
This is why
so, like,
literally
get a battle
every
pass.
free-to-play game ever has that one cheap bundle at the very beginning of the store
to
when
get you
first
used to
start
just
playing.
letting go
So
of your cash.
maybe it is possible that Hextech chests are preventing people from making that first purchase. Sure, we are talking about a sinister strategy in the world of monetizations.
I don't know, bro. I can't imagine there's anyone out. I'm sure there are a couple, but like there's such exceptions. Like how many people out there have a bunch of skins in League of Legends and has never bought a single skin in their life? Like there's no way, bro. I would say if you played League of Legends for a year, like you have a skin that you paid for. Like no way, right? I don't see the point in buying skins if I'm not playing the game. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, the worst thing you can do, because once again, this thing retained player base, and like maybe it didn't retain as much as I thought, but like those people, if they don't play, they're not buying a skin ever. John, are you ever gonna have kids? This is a perfect question for this video, actually. This is a perfect question. Actually, I would like to have kids in the future, yes.
But maybe it is
Hopefully I'm
true
fertile.
that people
Like my
are
tags say.
not spending on League because they are
Would you name
waiting
your kid?
to
No.
win the lottery.
No.
I'm not sure how many
Maybe
of
I
these
would name
people
it a
there
CAPTCHA,
actually
but not
are,
that.
But sure, there is the possibility. And Riot says that this is why they realized that Hextech chests are not sustainable long term. So they had to make changes. They didn't want to go back to the old days of League where no one got any free skins.
Okay.
But at the same time, they knew they couldn't be giving away as many free skins as they did now.
Okay.
And that is when they actually bring up something interesting. Pabro mentioned that before they made the decision to take away Hextech chests, they did try some other things to get some sustainable income. What's interesting is that all of
Oh, like the chest that would cost on average of like $500? That one?
these are things that people called out Riot for in the past. The first thing they did is that they increased the number of skins they released. I remember this vividly. This was around the time when Riot fired a lot of artists. They started outsourcing them from people outside of the company.
Because it's cheaper. Low-key is cheaper and it's art. Like, I mean, if they can get the cheaper for the same thing, they're gonna do it. It might even be better, depending if it's kind of aesthetic you want. But yeah, they were releasing skins like crazy. They would release like these doggy skins. I'm not gonna lie. It would be like whatever, and they would have like the warden set, and like one skin would be good, and then there'd be like 4 random skins that are trash.
And at the same time, they started releasing a lot of skins in every new skin line. The issue was that, connected to this, there was also no other gameplay in League at that time. But yes, I remember that happening. Next, they introduced premium cosmetics. That is something we made a lot of videos
$500!
about, after which they expanded the kinds of cosmetics that they are offering,
Loot
and
boxes!
they will continue to do so. So no,
Hey, tell me why TFT probably makes more money than fucking League of Legends, bro.
the experiments are not going away. And since Riot will never directly sell power in their games, they were forced into making people pay more for the skins. So they end this part with...
We believe a change like this, while unpopular, is the right call and allows us to deliver not just on our plans today, but also our plans for League in the future.
absolute bullshit. And we can disprove that in like 15 different ways. So let's quickly break this down. A wise woman once said...
Okay, I'm gonna, okay, I feel like this, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Nikrit's about to, he's about to say something that's very, like, not nuanced. I feel like it, but we'll see.
If you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway, League has an issue
Hey,
with...
okay, no, he's right. Riot is just broke. Riot just needs more money. I will say, like, because, like, they're doing, like, Riot's expanding their universe, right? Like, they have spent a lot of money on doing a lot of things, and they need to pay for that somehow. And, like, right now, obviously, their biggest revenue generators has got to be League of Legends. I know I was saying TFT, but TFT is part of League of Legends. Technically, it's in the same route, like, thing. But it is also, like, part of their money, too, right? So they make money on their cosmetics in both League of Legends and TFT, and maybe Runeterra, I'm not sure, whatever, other stuff, right? And, like, is that enough to pay for what it costs to put on Arcane, for what it costs to rent out these esports stadiums? I'm sure they make ticket sales, right? All that stuff, right? And you add that with the sponsorship and all that stuff. Are they then making enough money to like cover all that shit and then cover paying all their employees like a decent salary, right? And then doing all that and then also have money left over for trying other things like fighting games and RPGs? Like, I don't know if they do. And because they don't think they have enough or they want more, I don't think this is like a stockholder, like a shareholder thing. I think they just want more money so that they can do more things. And in order to do that, the easiest way, I guess, is just they should just increase skin prices, bro. But like, I guess they're too scared to do that, so they're just doing this like no more free skin stuff. And this, once again, it's not even a free skin. You get a free chest, and the chest has a chance of getting you the skin.
The fact that it is not generating as much revenue as it once did. And so while the costs are not
I love how bro is looking at the second monitor where his OBS is just watching himself talk. I do that a lot. Sometimes I watch my OBS and I'm looking at like me, or I'm looking at the video through my OBS.
Is lower.
Cut!
Again, I have no reason to believe that Riot is lying to us here.
Yep.
All the metrics we have seen
They're broke.
agree with this.
Or they need more money.
Sooner or later, you will just find your character with your skin and you will stop looking for more. This is simply the wall the game hit once it got too many new characters. And with 15 years of releasing skins, it is harder and harder to make something creative again. So in response, Riot believes that the Hextech chests are giving people too many skins for free, and therefore they are not buying RP anymore.
I don't know. I think okay, like for sure, the people, I don't know, yeah, because like there are people who will get their skins because they like, oh, like if you're lucky you'll get your skin, but oh, I don't have to buy it now, and then you'll buy it if you didn't, right? Like if you didn't get the skin from the Hextech chest. But once again, like you're losing the money on the retention of the players that are staying because of the chest, right? Once again, I don't know if that's a lot of players. If I'm being honest, it probably isn't that many players. If you're gonna play the game, you're gonna play the game. I'm not sure if the chest is keeping you there, but if for the people that are keeping it them there, once again, you can't make money off of people who are not playing.
This is 100% false.
Just add a gambling system. See, that's what they did though. They added, so before you just buy your skins, right? They added a system where you have to pull for your skin. So you have to buy a bunch of like chests, and then you open it and you try to get the one skin you're trying to get, but there's like a pity system, and that pity system costs you $500.
Because Hextech chests have the illusion of having high value, but they never
There's
actually
such
give
low
you
value.
anything you
The
really
Hextech chain, you
want.
never get what you
or
want.
More
Very
specifically,
true.
they never give you anything that you would have otherwise
That you would have actually bought. That's the point. Yeah, W need
spent RP on.
Exactly.
That
They might give you something and you're like, oh, that's cool. But the chances of you getting a skin where you're like, oh my god, I was right about to buy that skin. But well, look at it here. I got it already. I guess the question is like, maybe in the current moment you don't get it, but maybe in the future, what if your main changes and then you had that skin from before, and so therefore you don't have to buy this skin? So maybe that's what they're saying, which is fair. I think that's actually really fair. So maybe it's not that
simply
easy.
because the entire drop pool is too diluted. Secondly, they say that they tried premium cosmetics, but they don't say how that went. Like from this post, they make it seem
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Those $500 skins, that shit made their money back, okay?
like it actually failed.
Make
like,
your bed, bruh.
like the
My
gacha
bed
skins
is... It's gonna get messy anyways later.
are
You
not
might as well,
making
like,
any
you know,
money.
what's the point of
But
doing it
as far
now?
as we know, it was a success. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we wouldn't see
This
so
is
many of
100%
them.
a success.
So if you found a
100%.
new way to monetize League that is aiming at the top 1% of the spenders in the game, why are you also taking away the free option? You can't even get the things from the gacha machine in the free options. This just doesn't make sense.
No, I know it does. I know when I think about it, it does. Okay, it does. I don't know how much more money they're gonna make from this, right? Like I can't judge. They're gonna have to figure that out, and the only way you can know for real is if you actually do it. But if we're being honest, like like the chances of you getting the skin that you want, that you were gonna buy from a crate, is like 0%, right? So like that's whatever. But you might get, like, you will get good skins. Sometimes you'll get legendaries, and then maybe if one day you switch your main or you switch characters, and then you're like, oh, I would have bought a skin for this character, but hey, I already have a legendary one, and then therefore you never buy it. That is another lost revenue that doesn't account for it in the moment, but might be accounted for in the future, right? I get it. I kind of get it.
It's too complete.
There's no way anyone spends $500 in League of Legends. Oh, you have never met a whale. Bro, people spend money on everything. There are people on League of Legends who have spent money to collect every skin in the game. They bought every single skin that's come out in the game.
Separate systems that don't tap into each other. So if you found a solution to a problem that works, even if it is not perfect, why do you take away other systems instead of just making the
Adding
thing that
more
works
system
better? This is
okay.
what I don't understand.
Also, okay, he's saying that we don't necessarily need to get rid of this. Like, you can just do something else to gain more revenue, which is true, but this is also doing something to gain more revenue, right? You know what I mean? I get it. Like, he's saying that, like, you don't have to take away things. You can just add things. But, like, you could also just take away.
Think that this gacha machine
At the end of the day, your
help
whole goal is to get more money. And this is what they determined to be the most cost-effective way to get money, right?
Then sure. I always said that the gacha is stupid, but I understand that Riot can use it to
2K
get a lot
on League of Legends?
income.
Hey,
But at this
sometimes
point,
you gotta
I
get
would
some cool
rather
ass
see
skins,
them
right?
go hard
Hey, it is what it
into
is.
the gacha system.
Sometimes you gotta
and
flex.
Let people have their free hextech chests.
So he's saying, keep the system we have now, but they make even more gachas. I will say, the gacha system, people hated it. The Jin one, they were giving them League of Legends so much shit for that. But guess what? It worked, okay? They know it worked. They know internally that shit made them a bunch of money, all right? So, like, I think what he's saying is that you should just lean into that and just keep releasing those. But I don't know how much, like, goodwill you're going to sacrifice if you keep doing that. Like, I think the League of Legends fan base is going to turn on them because they're so used to, like, buying your skins and stuff that, like, if they just kept like hammering like really nice skins in the gacha, like that's gonna be a lot of goodwill lost.
To be really
and Riot has a lot of goodwill for a gaming company. Riot has like the most goodwill of all companies. Not gonna lie.
Creativity. You
100%.
can still use it for marketing. Imagine all the people who have all the skins they got for free, which are just cool, but then they get into a game where they see one of the gacha skins and they realize it's not as cool as that. That's a made-up scenario. I don't think
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Cool, to be
the
honest.
Jinx skin was not that cool.
There is no reason to actually take away the free cosmetics if you utilize the paid ones better. Am I losing my mind here? I'm so
I mean, you just gotta follow the trail. They want to make more money. One thing they think that is hemorrhaging their money is these hextech chests, so just get rid of it, all right? Right, it's an easy thing. It's just an easy. They think it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work.
They are targeting whales. It is working, but they are taking away stuff from the small fish too for no reason. Worst of all, in this dev talk,
there's no reason. Remember, it's all about this. Okay, the amount of people we lose from taking this away. Okay, versus the amount of money that we gain from taking this away, and all they looking at is it positive? Okay, I'm okay. They don't care if they lose 50% of their player base doing this, if what it means is they get more revenue than those 50% would have given them, right? So at the end of the day, they don't care. They could lose 90% of their customer base. Guess what? If they lose 90%, but then those 10% end up spending more than enough to cover the 90%, they don't care. At the end of the day, it's all about like, it's literally all, I mean, they would rather they had both, right? But they're okay as long as the profit's up, right? So like, that's all that matters. Sorry for disappointing. What you watching? We're watching like the Neat Creator, which is a really good commentator on like a lot of stuff that's going on in the gaming world, and it's talking about this recent change that Riot has made for more money. Riot, you're not getting more money.
About the problem.
I hope not. I really hope not.
They
gonna head up. I wanted to drop you some raid ideas. Oh, okay. I got you.
Also, just straight
Which one?
up mention
Someone choose me one. Someone choose me one.
Now, our belief as a company is that delivering great experiences for you will lead to great results for Riot. We want to deliver the best experience we can, that you can play forever without spending anything, so that you only spend money when you think
you can technically do that right now.
Made something great that you want.
Right? You could technically do that right now.
This
most like use
right
probably the
here,
second one. I got you.
I still believe that the main reason why people don't spend in League anymore is because the quality
in free-to-play games. Yeah, the 10%. It's not even the 10%, Daniel. It's like the 1%. It really is. Like it's like 1% of the audience makes up for like 90% of the revenue. It's like that for all free-to-play games. It's crazy, right? Like those whales, they be whaling.
Skins went down.
Leaning towards cloud. Okay, I got you.
They mentioned they pushed out too many skins, which hit the diminishing returns really quickly. I mean, you know what we used to get? Stuff like Gentleman Choga.
Oh, this is a goat skin.
Mundo,
I mean, that's a pretty new skin, guys. Like what?
Gentleman Choga.
This is old skin. This is a new skin.
Mundo, Brolaf.
Old skin. So those two old skins make sense.
Yes, but they had a soul. And
the stupid skins are the best skins. I always say this. The stupid skins are the best skins.
Of the champion.
The goat skins.
This is literally what Riot said they would be doing, so what's going on? But the other problem
also,
is
I don't know if anyone is like me who plays League of Legends, but I'm actually more likely, if the skin is super cool, I'm more likely to play the character because of the skin, as in vice versa. It's not like I will buy skins for characters that I play, but if there's a really cool skin coming out for a character that I don't play, and I'm like, I could play this character, I will literally buy the skin just to play that character, right? So like I will play the character just to play the skin. So what I mean is if they up the quality of all their goods, like making their skins hella cool, like that would be like a good way to sell in my opinion.
All the skins we get these days
Just make better skins.
are
Stop making trash
expensive.
skins.
You remember all the 750 RP skins? Sure,
Gone.
the quality was low. And most of the time, it was just a gimmick.
Ghost Nocturne
but
is-
if that
Ghost
gimmick
Nocturne
was
is
good,
goated.
it could outsell any other skin. And that is also partially because it was cheap. League does not have these anymore. They have skins for whales, and they have skins for super whales.
True.
They also have skins for the moderate spenders, between 10 and 15 bucks. But
Yep.
what if I just want to spend 5 bucks on League instead of Starbucks? What do I get?
Nothing.
2 pulls on the gacha machine.
True,
So yes,
nothing.
League has nothing for the low spenders. And that is kinda the situation in a nutshell. League has a problem. They
I will
seemingly
say
found a
most
solution.
games, like we're being honest, guys, most games do not have anything for people who are spending $5. Most games, like you might, like you know what I mean, like what do you really expect? Like $5, $5, you know what I'm saying? You had like minimum $10 almost for anything in any
And the
game,
solution
right?
isn't
Like a
likely
battle
enough,
pass, even
so
a battle
instead
pass is
of
like $10.
improving the solution, they are taking away from the free-to-play players in hope that they pay. I wish there was some kind of a light at the end of the tunnel, but I'm pretty sure there's not. So
Yep.
let's keep going with this update, because outside of progression and monetization, there are some devs who are working their asses off to do some really cool things in this season. So next, they actually talk about improvements to the Battle Pass. I mean, look at Fortnite or Marvel Rivals. Those Battle Passes are cool. And thankfully, Riot agrees that the quality of the skins that the Battle Pass is giving us could be higher. So there will be some more pronounced changes to the champions as they get new skins, which might also include some champions getting skins outside of the base theme of the season just to be creative. And while this will not reflect in the
This is
Act
interesting.
2 of Season 1, it is something we should be able to see in Season 2. A new addition is that on top of unlocking a skin for a champion, the Battle Pass will also give you the champion directly, which is a good change. Especially with the champion acquisition in general slowing down. Also worth mentioning is that the Battle Pass will not affect champions against
I would even spend $2 on League. Fair.
Meaning that if a champion gets a skin on the
There's
Battle
nothing you
Pass,
can do with
they can
$2.
also get a skin outside of it
There's-
the same year. Next, on the topic
Okay,
of
that's good.
progression, there were some missions.
So they're starting to
which
add
people
more skins for the characters that like
hated, so
aren't getting
Riot
skins.
is removing them. For example, missions where you had to play with a paid skin present in the game.
Oh, that was
or
stupid.
the harder
That was dumb.
missions, such as taking down 5 turret plates in a game. All of
Oh
those
my God.
should be gone.
Oh my
also,
God.
TFT is now getting its progression doubled for the Battle Pass. After which we get to
Wait,
Red
oh, they're making it
Frog
easier?
and Cadmus, who talk about the gameplay side, which is pretty good, thankfully.
Do we
First,
care
they
about
talk
this?
about feats of strength, the big topic of this season. After they made some changes, for example, First Blood not being that important anymore, as
Okay.
well as nerfs to boots, apparently the rewards are pretty
Honestly,
stable
just take away First Blood, bro.
now. The topic of toxicity that is still related to that is kinda a separate thing now, I guess. Then when it comes to Atakan, who was introduced as a new mid-game objective, as we mentioned last time,
This shit is so OP. I don't even play League of Legends anymore. I see these in pro games.
rewards from
Otacon is
Brave
OP as hell.
Atakan were a bit too powerful.
This guy just gives everybody on your team GA. Now, granted, if you die, you still give them 200 gold. But, like, you could just play aggressive as shit and punch the hell out of them, right? Like, you could trade a 4 for 1. And it'd still be worth it.
Mainly the fact that the respawn was instant, meaning that in some
What are we
cases
doing
it was
next stream?
far more efficient to
Next stream, we're going to do some more reacts. Whatever you guys want me to watch, we're probably going to get through. But there's probably not a lot of stuff for us to react to, if I'm being honest. And then, wait, it's 11th? Yeah, nothing yet. Milgram will be on the 12th. And then we will get to, we're probably going to play the Insanity game. We're going to play a game tomorrow, 100%.
Recall,
I wanted to play a game
the
today.
timer is simply being increased, so there are some fixes there. Also, with this season,
Hey,
there
time.
were some complaints about the Noxian Summoner's Rift. Everyone likes the theme
Excited for the next
overall,
I am looking
but
forward
for
to the next
map
game. I'm excited to play a game.
specifically, there were some
I hope you guys are
complaints that
okay
it
with
feels
watching a
bit
scary
too
game.
dark and a bit too gloomy, which sure, I understand. I mean, it is the tundras of Noxus. So to bring it back a little bit closer to the original
They're making it
Summoner's Rift,
colorful?
there will be some changes present in Act 2. So the team still wants to do more of these. They can see the success behind this. People really like it. But they can't go as wild as they perhaps hoped they could. So you know what? Great job, Riot, at listening to feedback. After this, they also talk about Swift Play, which far exceeded their expectations. Apparently, a lot of people play
What the hell is Swift Play, bro? What is that actually, man?
Swift Play.
Jump King? Do we also do Jump King tomorrow? Jump King and the Insanity game?
Me. My only issue is, Swift Play is not that swift. It hit their goal of being about 5 minutes shorter than normal
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck Swift Play is, guys.
Summoner's Rift, which is still 35 minutes.
Yeah, that's still
I
long
think
as hell.
30 should be the cap. And so they are introducing a new mechanic where at a certain time, all structures will start to burn towards the Nexus. So at that point, the team that has dealt the most damage to the enemy structures will win eventually.
Ah, okay.
After which they also talk
Interesting.
about Arena, which is having a comeback. Since
Arena's
everything
so
is
trash.
Noxian, all the
Arena's
arenas
so
are
damn
getting
trash,
a
guys.
Noxian upgrade. They are all getting
I
turned
hate
into
Arena.
Noxian Reckoning arenas, with
I don't
some
care
of them
what
getting
people say
remakes.
about Arena, bro. Arena is honestly one of the worst game modes of all time. It is so bad. I hate Arena so much.
For example, the Koi Pond. will now have
I'm
a
shocked they
circle,
brought
so you
this
can
shit
now
back. I
run
mean, I know a lot
around
of
the
people like
islands
it, so I'm not
finally.
shocked at all.
And
But like,
there's
this
a
is
whole
a
new
dog game
reckoning
mode.
arena
I'm
on
sorry.
top of that, which has destroyable pillars, making the entire arena a lot more interactive.
Like, it's cool,
Now, when it comes to the progression,
but it's not fun. It's
Arena
always the
will
same
be
like
able to
abusive
progress
comms.
both masteries
Like
and the battle
when I played this
pass.
like dual cube outlanes are
If
unstoppable.
only masteries still had hexac chests, and they are introducing a whole new fame system. Essentially, the more fame you get, the more augments you unlock.
What?
You are not really unlocking power, you are just unlocking options.
How do you get fame?
Think of the progression in something like Slay the Spire or maybe Balatro.
Guy in the
Also,
white
guests of
hoodie is
honor
definitely
are a new
Vietnamese?
thing. They are very similar to cameos, which we've had
Could be
before.
Thai,
but
or
this time
could be
it is just
Thai.
whole new mechanics for the arenas,
He could be
which
Thai.
people can vote on.
It's a hard one.
Yes,
He's a
if
hard
there are
one.
some cameos
He's a hard
which
one
you
to figure
just
out.
really don't
Could be
like, you can
Chinese.
vote on
Actually,
not
could be
getting
Chinese.
them. So overall, the gameplay team is killing it.
But
If only it
not the
wasn't overshadowed
monetization.
by something else. So then, finally, we had a look at the new masteries. They look fine. The battle pass is also retroactively
Yo, he
getting-
couldn't even play League of Legends. Can I be honest, guys? I know he knows that he talks a lot about League of Legends, but I've never seen this guy play League in my life.
Blue Essence it lost.
You know what I'm saying?
Which means that, yes,
But he
a
must
Blue
because he just
Essence
knows. He knows.
Emporium is
Like, he's
also
not
coming
just
back.
talking out his ass.
At least there is something for the free-to-play players. Then True Skill 2 is being tested for Swift Play and Arena. In case you don't know what this is, True Skill 2 is a system that looks at how good you really are at the game. It is not
Ooh.
just looking at KDA and stuff
It's
like
looking
that.
at, like,
It is
your
looking at
CSing.
your inputs and
Yeah.
what you're doing. So
Ooh.
with this, matchmaking should be a lot better. Then there is Streamers Mode, which just hides your name.
Map.
And only you can see that, so it doesn't really help that much.
What?
And finally, they also teased the theme for Season 2. After the Noxian theme, it should be a palate cleanser. They even tease that every summer the theme is more heartwarming, such as a Star Guardian or Animal Squad.
Oh, okay.
So we should get something
I'm
like
not gonna lie.
that
I didn't even
this
know they did this. I've not played in a while, but I noticed that all the turrets and everything looks different in League of Legends.
summer, which makes
Like,
me
that was pretty
think
cool. Instead of
maybe
shooting
it's not
from
gonna
it's like
be
an actual
canon.
turret.
However, that is something I didn't see anyone theorize about. Because no one got that far into the video. Because of course, everyone is talking
Man.
about that one topic.
Hey.
And I'll tell you what, I don't even want to look down there. There's gonna be like 800 chests hiding there.
Bro, this is a good video. W Necre, man. This is good. You know, this reminds me of Total Biscuits. This background reminds me of Total Biscuits. Yo, maybe he's doing Total Biscuits' job now. Okay, honestly, if I'm being honest, like, look, because he's saying I don't get why they're doing it. Like, let's be honest, bro. They're just trying to get more money to fund their projects. That's really what it is. And they feel like they can get this money if they do this, and they're gonna see if it does. You know what's one way to make sure that they don't do this? It's if you stop playing. Okay, if you stop playing, and those people who would have spent money that they lost revenue on, they don't spend any money, and then you just and so not only did they lose their player base, but they also lose the revenue that they thought they were losing out on, right? Or like whatever, like they never get that revenue. So like, I think that's the only way to do it, right? Like otherwise, if it works, it's gonna work, and I think it's gonna work, guys. They know the numbers better than us. I think it's very likely that's gonna work. Riot made $1.5 billion profit in 2023 and 2024, but they're getting bankrupt because I got 7 Kale skins and 7 Leona skins from re-rolling screenshots while playing Misfortune. God damn, they made $1.5 billion in profit?